Money meant nothing. Money meant nothing. I had three women with her at all times for I don't know how many years, but losing her was I love that woman.
In the middle of all this chaos, in overwhelming world war, there was someone waiting for you back at home.
This gal was my brother-in-law's sister. So she was visiting us in California from Chicago. And so I went to Chicago with my brother-in-law and my sister, and she come back with us, back to California. I sat with her all the way from Chicago to here. She would not say one word to me. She had nothing to do with me whatsoever. But I tried to talk with her, and she went. I said, "Oh my God!" So we got home, and then my sister was the same age, so they got together. I always try to get close to her and talk with her all the time she was here, And then when she wanted going back to Chicago, I bought a necklace, and I gave it to her. She accepted it, but it didn't much of anything to me. And then she left, and I never heard from again, as long as I remember, until in the Philippines, I got a letter from her sister. Her sister said, my sister Lucille would like to write to you. Man, you know what that did to me? It made me a brand new man there in the Army, ready to go. And so she wrote to me. We wrote together for 2 years, and we made plans in our letters that we were going to be together for life. And when I got back, I would go back to Chicago, meet her, and then come back to California and live a beautiful life together. When I had malaria and I come home, I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. And I did bring my girlfriend from Chicago here. And she was upset with me anyway when she got here because I was supposed to meet her and drive and go to Chicago and meet her and her family and then bring her back. Well, I couldn't. I was ill, so I asked her to come to California, which she did. So when I met her at the station, she was not too happy with me. Then when I went in the hospital, I was in there for 3 weeks, and I had the malaria so bad that I thought, well, there's a good chance she may not be there. Why would she want to marry a sick veteran? And so when I got out of the hospital, she was waiting for me at the hospital. That was a beautiful moment for me. I don't know how my wife stayed with me and before we got married and go through what she and I kept having these attacks while we were together before we got married. And yet we did get married and lived that beautiful life of 74 years together. And I thought that was beautiful. But I was still today, I go to the VA. VAs have been taking good care of me. I still have problems with my skin, and I have a lot of medication I use on my body, especially my head, where I have little things popping up, and if they don't burn them out, they become cancerous. And I'm lucky I'm still here, and then I feel healthy. I feel like doing the things I do. So I had a hard time, but I would get compensated from the government, and so I was able to keep my wife happy, and so it was a good life. She had leukemia in the later years, and so I kept her here. I would not get her in a hospital, and whatever money I had, I spent everything and make sure I can keep her alive at all times, because down the line I knew something was going to happen, and up till today, I shed so many tears for her. But I said money meant nothing. Money meant nothing. I had three women with her at all times for I don't know how many years, but losing her was I learned to live. I got her in my one of my rooms. I built a nice little area for her and I. So I go in there every night, and pray with her, talk to her. And I had to go and get a reverse mortgage, and that was a big mistake. And to the point where I tried to make the payments on that, and that I couldn't do. So I tried to pay interest only on my universe mortgage, and the interest rate kept going up where I could not pay anything anymore. I didn't have any money, enough money to do that. And today, right today, I owe $1 million.
If your wife could hear you right now, what would you want to say to her?
Well, first thing I would tell you, I love you, dear. I love that woman. And I would actually, with all the traveling I've been doing, everything, we traveled a lot together. We've been to Canada, and we've been to the Orient, and she was not neglected in any way in traveling. But the thing that really bothers me more today, I've been all over the country in speaking engagements, World War II, that she's not with me. I said, this would have been one beautiful thing happening to her, and I had to see what I am able to do. I didn't know I was able to speak like I did. And I just want to speak. I just speak out loud. And I tell them the story of the men and what they went through in wartime and their combat and the worst part of their life, and how many men got killed and everything, and right next to me. I saw it all. I saw it all, and that's the sad part. And